Katie here from the Scrappy Sisters. I'm up today with another card tutorial for you. This one's a super quick one. I think it literally took me like 11 minutes. Again, all of the measurements will be left down below. This is, I guess, a male themed card. I mean, you could give it to anyone, but they're definitely targeted towards men, and there is a few that say dad and things like that on the sentiments. They've got this funky shape. I don't know what kind of shape you would call this. Again, it's from an old Stampin' Up set. You can't get it anymore. But yeah, I think it's a fun set. So I can't remember what this one is. Does it say Lookin' Sharp, I think? And then I add another sentiment, and I've stamped it in a really dark navy blue colour. It's one of my favourite colours from Stampin' Up, actually. It's called Night of Navy, if you're interested. Still a current colour. But I'm stamping two separate sentiments. So one says Lookin' Sharp and one says, I don't know what. You're a classy kind of guy, I think. Sorry, I was just waiting until I stamped it. And so basically, the thing with Stampin' Up is they often do like stamp sets that match punches, and this is one of them. So there's a punch that punches out that shape. You can see it on the cream cardstock there. And so that sort of makes things easy when you're cutting them out. I love using punches. And I've got some designer series paper here from Stampin' Up again. Again, that's kind of male themed. It's sort of got the teals, the navy blues, and I'm putting it onto a kind of that dark navy blue colour as like a card mat, and then I'll pop it onto it's called vanilla cardstock, but it's cream, Stampin' Up's version of a cream cardstock. And you can see I've got the two separate pieces of pattern paper that are contrasting, so one's sort of cream based and one's coloured, and then I'm using some velvet ribbon, if you don't mind. It's very lovely ribbon, actually, again from Stampin' Up, and it's the same navy colour. So I just really liked that ribbon. I think it's very lovely ribbon. I'll be sad when it's gone, but I'll be glad because it means I'm using my supplies. And I just think the ribbon adds a little bit of something. And I've said that because I added ribbon to most of my cards. I just like the kind of texture that it gives, just a little bit of interest to the card. And it's an easy way to add something that's a little bit extra. And I'm pulling out my card base. Again, it's just half an A4 and then folded in half. And I'm going to put together the second one. So I think I've said this in all of the videos so far, but we're making two of the same sort of card for our gifts. So each time we'll get two cards. We sort of thought one is fine, but if you're making one card, you might as well make two. So we thought two cards was nice as our kind of advent calendar gift. So that's what we're going with. And for me personally, I don't know what Jess is doing. I obviously, when you're watching this, I will have opened some of the advent calendar gifts, so I will have seen the cards that she's made me, but I haven't seen them in advance, so I don't know what she's doing. But I think she's making, similar to me, kind of variations on a theme. Obviously, my cards are exactly the same. They're just using different pattern paper and different sentiments, and I think Jess is doing the same thing, but I could be wrong. That's what I told her I was doing, so we'll see. So you can see that I just use double-sided tape to stick the ribbon down, and then I kind of tuck it underneath the card mat. It just makes it easier, and it's a bit neater. It doesn't fray then and sort of come away, and it kind of makes a nice finish to the card, in my opinion. And then I'll stick that card mat onto the vanilla cardstock or the cream cardstock. And then all I've done is, you'll see me bring the punch out in a minute that punches out the sentiment. So as I said, Stampin' Up likes to match their stamps with punches. That's a thing that they do a lot. And I like it because it means you don't have to get the big shot out to use dies. So yeah, that's what I've done. So I've cut out some of the same punched shape in the navy blue. And then the thing about this stamp set is the sentiments have a border around them that's about, I don't use inches, so I'm guessing it's about a quarter of an inch, an eighth of an inch smaller than the actual die cut piece or the punched shape piece. So I'm just trimming it down. So I'm still leaving a tiny little cream border around it, but I'm trimming it down following the same kind of border on the sentiment. And then I'm going to layer that onto the navy blue punched shape that I punched out, if that makes sense. So it still creates that same little border, similar to or same as the card base. And then I'm just popping it up on foam dots and we're finished. That's it. This card is so fast to put together. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. I think Jess will be able to use them. It's always nice to have those more kind of male themed cards in your stash to be able to give to partners or friends or, relatives and whatnot. So yeah, I really like them. So thank you guys again for watching. Everything will be linked down below. Make sure you check out Jess's opening video today so you can see the gifts that she got. And we look forward to seeing you in our video tomorrow. Thanks guys. Bye.